This phenomenon does not distinguish race, religion, social position, physical structure, and affecting the more and more young people. Bullying of the generalization refers to the foreign and aggressive, intentional and repetitive attitudes that they occur without in the reason that by one of more is going against to theirs. This consistent and the attack increase serious in the bullying with very mental health problems worldwide. In Colombia, 32% of the school children have reported having been bullied. In the harassment, we can find two main participants. We are aggressor. The main objective and the being bullied is to intimidate, subdue, and emotional console to the victim so that she can occupy in the good social setting, mainly looking for recognition and attention for others very quickly, throwing himself, herself, your grow that to the violence against the victim. Children are the bullying and the school repeating bullying behavior throughout their lives, whether in the family or in the work. In some cases, the bullying becomes violence and the delinquent. In the other case, they will continue to have the bullying attitudes. It is common for the young people to have problems on the work they feel repressed and they take their emotional strength to the school where they let them off indifference, violence towards their peers. A family does present in the situation to the violence and the home. What happens is that the child learns that the violence generally is violent. It is under reflection of the world in happening and the home. They are the same in the same time normal, so the different contexts where they shall go to the school in the place where most of is time in the spend to reflection the shows. They are the people who at home has a more possible role who like the more and the bit. So when they arrive at the school and feel they have in the certain triggering the superiority of the also to discount the what's need they have a home. Victim. You generally is ashamed the person who has low self-esteem. Left to reflect with the idea of the facing each other. Before the he is nervous, so and usually walk alone in this daily life. When one say who they are in the to pride, but attains to the common insecurity of the victims, they do not dare to talk about the two other people. They just cope quality and the endure of kind of harassment, sometimes taking the day unto the blame for everything and they deserve it. It is possible to destroy the person reward and looks than this
Una tengas el trabajo hecho, porque si no vas a tener muchos, pero que muchos.
It's true, because when you destroy the morality and the person, what do you do is skin him inside, which triggers and the low self-esteem and the theory for the person grow without violence and the without believing their opinions and their part time. Harassment and the psychological that the show the content IL raise back and the consideration for the shine that me. Content and the ridicule, makery, belittling, the snake, cloudy, gesturing, the manifestation, indicating the making imagination are the hero of this school. It is more complicated because for months, years, they are the always juggling you and you even get used to being called the bad one, the ugly one. They are taking you things away from you. Some the factors that contribute to Israel and the family overprotection on the lack's attention. Witness on the physical deficiency of bullying fight in the search to intimacy, so on with this characteristic. Depression and anxiety may also be other signs when screened under time. They do not participate. It is the person who the witness and the know the mystery too, with the victim in the base subjective. This person in the call and the witness, they are the two ties activities which make they encourage the bullying. What these things in the support in these messages, although not directly involved in the bullying and the witness who simply witness the harassment, but now intervene either to participate or to stop up. Bullying is the social problem that have plagued the population for decades. It is difficult to say what is the specific cause and the bullying. However, we can say that there are many factors that influence the system and this school. The life of attention both in school and at home is usually another factor that helps bullying to grow more and more. There are parents who are not following the bullying in their life and their children due to demands and their job or their impairment. On the other hand, teacher and the insured are so many students they identify an abusive situation is very difficult without third party help to report the problems. Physical bullying is the most common type of bullying, especially among boys. And the bullying, hitting, and shoving between of the more aggression against the victim. However, verbal bullying is not the only way to harass a person. Verbal bullying is not corporate action with the purpose of discriminating, spreading rumors, excluding action, or insulting jokes. One type of harassment that has arisen with the now technology is cyberbullying, which is a serious and worthy because of the high visibility and the hardship without and humiliation, and yet the victim and the inability that his household can remain the constant harassment ranging from the typical insult to photograph on video months to maintain inappropriate images and the victim. Taking without their permission, citizens, the origin, religion, socio-economic status of their family members. Will you bring with the multiple consequences in the victim search and the academia perform the problems, low self-esteem, physical elements, injuries, alteration, grief and the strength, psychological problems, and the usually sleep disorders such as nightmares, symptoms, and depression and anxiety, self-contempt, and the feeling and grief are also present, causing the victim to have ideas and the suicide attempts. The victim will try to understand what was wrong with her. She will start to question what was wrong with her to resolve at this bullying and the charity to fit in. It does not cause direct suffering in the aggressor. So an story indicates that bullying is being fought prior to criminal behavior. This pattern of behavior can result in a lack of the control, violence, and irritability attitudes. The work in the authority display and the authority and imposition and the views and the ideas through the turns and the trees. Social and family relationship then fall becomes problematic. Interested in the students, in the laws and the school parents, in the provoke the consequence for these smart boys and girls you maintain and the considering attitudes towards Bullying and the positive attitudes towards the sentient and the others are not so evident. However, it can provoke in the passing to job in the feeling of confusion that is not possible, or that it is better to do nothing in the face of justice, resulting in the interest harmer and the victim the personally. Where values such as the form, tolerance, or the desire to the self are can be given by those of sense. If someone begins to feel hostile from your passive and the any time shouting is normal from your fault, no one shall be assaulted. Bullying can be disguised as lean jackets. We shall not think it as gains because it is nothing like to the make on the person but as not feeling like going to the school. And the sound terribly every day shall not be sometimes, but it's necessary to take the bullying openly in all spring where we talk about in the consequence. In the long short, in the long stern, displaying what is and the correspond measured on jobs to the employee in working. Value search and the tolerance and respect the tendency to the awaiting parity in the growth in the economies. When it does not harass bullying in the body, you stand to carry out growth activities that have to work together, establishing relationship between the two sides and the common goal.